Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Top of the Post Reactions New Year special. This is the part two of our New Year special, and from the timing of this release, it's officially New Year's Day. Yeah, it's officially the first day of 2025. So whatever you're doing on this very first day of the year, may I be the first to wish you a very happy New Year. However you're spending your New Year's Day, I would imagine most are mostly going to be sleeping. Lying in, especially if you've been like out drinking on New Year's Eve, because that's usually the recurring theme. Usually people get themselves drunk and have fun on New Year's Eve, and then they usually lie in on New Year's Day. But I would imagine there's some some families out there that probably are doing some fun stuff on New Year's Day, and trying to do something nice to celebrate the new year. Well, today we are going to have the opportunity to look at the Christmas special of 1975 today. So, without further ado, let's celebrate by looking back at the 1975, well, the Christmas episode of 1975, which, funny enough, the first song on this episode that aired all the way back then actually ties in with the month we're now in, for now that the new year has arrived. And you'll see why very shortly. So, let's do this. Yeah, look at that Noel Edmonds. Very popular face on the telly.
Christmas and welcome to Top of the Pops.
Good afternoon.
I'll have a glass of wine if you don't mind, please.
A wine waiter. Look, I put all the gear on because it's like formal. It's Christmas.
I'm sorry.
You can talk. What's all this about?
I'm a little embarrassed, to be honest with you. Somebody told me this was the pantomime. You're not running from
They thought it was Tony Blackburn thought it was a pantomime. That's kind of funny.
What a terrible cue for a song.
And there you go. What a coincidence. The first song named January from Pilot. And if you know the words, you know what to sing. January. Sick and tired, you can hang it on me. You make me sad in your eyes. You're telling me lies. January. What a perfect song to set up the new year, isn't it? It just fits the vibe, don't it? I'll be interested in the conversation, by the way, if how many of you actually, many of you who probably remember this song, actually brought the song when it first came out. I'll be very intrigued to see how many of you probably still have this song in your in your vinyl collection. But yeah, so amazing to hear this on the first day of 2025. Perfect song to kick off the new year. But yeah, you can imagine they probably had lots of fun making this song. Must have been a great blast for them to make this.
January, and that comes from Pilot. Well, I suppose Noel and I have made a little bit of
It's funny how they put Turkish Delight next to the turkey. It's like, but yeah, say, oh yeah, whole turkey's Turkish Delight. That's kind of funny.
I can't take it. I'm so lonely. Gee, I need you so. I can't take it. Oh, I wonder why you had to go.
And of course, as it's 1975, you're going to obviously be getting songs like this that popped up during the 70s, because of course you get like these many like one-time singers popping up. I mean, it still happens quite a bit, but not as much as it used to be back then, of course, where they would be more widespread. And also, now here's a question, okay. How many people who are watching this reaction do remember some of the songs in 1975? And also, if you do, what was your favourite songs from that year? I would love to see how many people actually what sort of songs from 1975 people enjoyed from that year. And then more importantly, was this one of your favourites potentially? It probably might not be many people's favourite, but I'm sure it's going to be someone's favourite, considering someone will probably remember this song and say, hey, yeah, this was one of my favourites.
I'll always remember the day you promised to love me. You said you'd love me until the very end. And I'll never forget when you walked away from me. You walked out of my life with my very best friend. Oh, baby, every night.
And also, and here's a reminder for those who may want to see classic Top of the Pops. I mean, there's lots of classic Top of the Pops on iPlayer, but more importantly, they do repeats on Fridays from 7 for Top of the Pops. It's usually on the Friday you would get 2 from like a year they're currently repeating, as well as 2 classic ones from around the time that we're in back in time on that day sort of releases of Top of the Pops episodes. So they do roughly 4 each Friday, which especially for those who might be interested in revisiting any Top of the Pops episodes, they usually repeat 4 of them on Fridays.
1975, indeed, a year of musical
Oh, for sale.
contrast, many different
Turkey
people
for
at
sale,
the
yeah.
chart with many different acts. In
Yeah,
fact,
imagine.
we
Yeah,
had
can you imagine
Boston
getting
Max
that
Capper,
turkey from
and
Top of the
course,
Pops and
Winter
saying
Davis
you
and
were the
Don
only
Stell,
person
no
to
doubt,
have had
going tremendously
a turkey
popular
that was
because of
featured on the
BBC
Top of the
series
Pops
yesterday,
episode?
Hot Mutton. Here's that
Must have been
brass with
someone must have felt lucky to have one of those. Now we come to a what appears to be a song featuring some featuring some characters from a comedy from back in the time. Obviously, I wasn't born around this time, but I'm sure some people will recognise the character featured, the one with the moustache. I'm pretty sure he's from a popular comedy series that I haven't seen.
Why tell them all your secrets? Who kissed there long ago? Whispering grass, the trees don't need to know. Don't you tell it to the breeze, for she will tell it.
I love how he's just dancing around and even though he's supposed to look like a soldier, but he's dancing around. It's kind of funny.
It's no secret anymore. Why tell them all the old things? They're buried under the snow. Whispering grass.
Yeah, it's kind of funny to see comedy stars being, because this also happened quite a lot in the 70s and 80s. You would see a lot of comedy comedians break into the charts with their own hits. Bill Connery being one of them, and then obviously Kiefer Norville, and then gradually more comedians would dip themselves into releasing songs sometimes at Christmas and sometimes during the year. Some succeeded, some probably not as much as others, but it's nice to see that from time to time you get stuff like this.
Very colonial indeed. And Whispering Grass. Actually, talking of grass, Pan's people are out in the garden.
I had a little peep at them just now, and they were looking just a little light-headed, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yes.
Actually, it's very frosty out there, and they've only got ice for you.
Do you mind if I strangle you?
Certainly.
Shall I do it now? Thank you.
Oh yes, here we go. The first performance of Legs and Co, which were a dance act for Top of the Pops back in those times. To be fair, I feel like they were mostly there for the 70s, really, because we barely really saw them in the 80s. They just disappeared from most of the 80s, and mostly it was just the audience dancing. But to be fair, it was a different vibe compared to some of the posts we see here. That's way before the whole 80s vibes that we got. I'm kind of getting a little nervous for them because I keep thinking they're. I don't know. I just keep thinking that's the real fire on their heads, and I'm kind of getting a little concerned. But then, looking at it, I'm starting to now believe it might actually be like a Christmas decoration they have on their head. It's just I thought for a minute they got real flames, and I was like, I'm amazed they're being so calm. Considering, yeah, you would be panicking if you had real flames on top of your head, wouldn't you? But yeah, I'm just amazed they were able to do this. But but at least it turned out to be a great performance, didn't it?
I suppose that's what they mean by glow-glow dancing. Amazing the cost of living, isn't it? This thing's going up in value the whole time. What do you think of the show so far? Rubbish. Oh, well, never mind. Ralph McTell's had a remarkably good year. He's had a
Well,
super
it's six
LCR.
bits. Yeah, well, it's a different currency to what we are now.
Have you seen the old man in the closed down market, kicking up the papers in his worn out shoes? In his eyes you see no pride, and held loosely at his side yesterday's paper telling yesterday's news. So how can you tell me that you're lonely, and you say for you that the sun don't shine? Or let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something to make you change your mind.
But yes, either way though, if you have joined us on this reaction, I hope you're I'm hoping you're having a lovely New Year's Day. However you're spending your New Year's Day, hopefully it's going reasonably well this New Year's Day. And to have this Top of the Post reaction on New Year's Day. We've got plenty more to come as well during the course of the year, which I'll mention later. Some of the Post reactions you can look forward to in the coming months, which is going to be great.
Let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something to make you change your mind.
There's quite a lot of love songs, isn't there, in this year, isn't there? I've noticed there's a lot of like
Have you seen
slow and love songs popping up.
mission? Memory fading with the metal ribbons that he wears. And in our winter city, the rain cries a little pity for one more forgotten hero and a world that doesn't care. So how can you tell me that you're lonely, and say for you that the sun don't shine? Oh, let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something to make you change your mind.
That's Ralph McTell. One thing I like about Christmas, all the sweets and everything. Oh, that's gorgeous. Would you like one? Would? Lovely, lovely Turkish light. I haven't got many left. How about this one from the Times, called Miss Grace?
But yeah.
The minute I saw your face, I knew that I loved you.
But yes, a lot of tunes here from that year. A lot of songs and stuff that came out during 1995. And mind you, there should be a well, there should obviously we're going to get to hear a Christmas #1 on this episode shortly as well, which I'm sure you'll recognise.
The minute I saw your face, I knew that I loved you. Strange thing of all you see is that this could happen to me. Lady Grace, they say you think I'm fine. Someday you'll make your mind on mine. Ooh, Miss Grace, sat down the tune and lace. The minute I saw
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt the song, by the way, so anybody who wants to relive the song can hear it.
sat down the tune and lace. The minute I saw your face, I knew that I loved you. Lady Grace, you're so fine. I wanna make you mine, all mine. The minute I saw your face, I knew that I loved you. Oh, she is my baby and I love her so. Her name is
Not absolutely not. Oh, I'm sorry, I've got to speak hot with this lot on. I'm really pleased the Times came along because I wouldn't want to miss Grace because that means I can now start eating this. It's been a good year for country singers. Billy Joe Spears on a blanket, and there was Dolly Parton at the store, and there was Tammy Wynette who was about to stand by her chicken leg.
Okay. Next song. Oh, look how glittery those Christmas trees look. They're very glittery, don't they?
Doing things that you don't understand. But if you love him, you forgive him. Even though he's hard to understand. And if you love him, oh, be proud of him. 'Cause after all, he's just a man.
But yes, I think we're halfway. Yeah, well, close to halfway. We're close to halfway.
Give him 2 arms to cling to.
We still got like another 26 minutes worth of 1975 hits to go.
Are cold and lonely. Stand by your man.
And also, I'll tell you something that is surprising about this episode, and I'm gonna see if you lot can figure out what's missing from part 1 of. Well, because this was basically a 2-parter special that during that year, you'll see what's missing in part 1.
Stand
Let's stand by your man. I say, I suppose you don't fancy pulling a cracker with me, do you? I don't know if I should ask you. Shall we pull a cracker together? Come on, let's pull it. Come on, pull. Oh, actually, I've got the prize here. I tell you what, I've got another prize for you. The Bay City Rollers.
If you hate me after what I say, can't put it off.
Oh yes, I'm sure most of you will recognize this song.
Just gotta tell her anyway.
Because this featured in Love Actually, this one.
Bye bye, baby, baby, goodbye. Bye bye, baby, don't make me cry. You're the one girl in town I'd marry. Girl, I'd marry you now if I were free. I wish it could be. I could love you, but why begin it? 'Cause there ain't any future in it. Bye bye, baby, baby, goodbye. Bye bye, baby, don't make me cry. Wish I never had known you better. Wish I knew you before I met her. Gee, how good it would be for me. Should've told her that I can't linger. There's a wedding ring on my finger. Bye bye, baby, baby, goodbye. Bye bye, baby, don't make me cry.
They were number one with 6
All right.
weeks, so that one,
Look at that.
baby,
Noel
baby,
Edmonds
baby.
fitting a bottle of champagne into his hat.
I
That's actually kind of funny, the fact that he
Don't be ridiculous.
would
Just
put
get
a whole
yourself
bottle of
his-
champagne into the hat, and he's using the hat as his
be lonely this
cup.
Christmas.
Oh, and of course, here it is. A formal Christmas #1 hit. Mud.
Try to imagine a house that's not a home. Try to imagine a Christmas.
Where's around me since you left me? And I know what's out of the snow. And I went without you. I got no place to go. It'll be lonely. It'll be lonely this Christmas. And without you. I know it sounds a bit crazy. We're hearing this on New Year's Day, but it was a double.